You're sitting on the toilet right now doing something that's literally accelerating your aging process, destroying your cells, and shaving years off your life. And you have absolutely no idea you're doing it. While you think you're just having a normal bowel movement, your body is silently suffering catastrophic damage that's making you age faster than smoking, faster than stress, and faster than most diseases. The scariest part? Over 80% of Americans have this deadly poop habit and don't even realize it's slowly killing them from the inside out. Your skin is wrinkling faster, your organs are deteriorating, your brain is aging prematurely, and your life expectancy is plummeting, all because of how you poop. What you're about to discover will absolutely shock you, terrify you, and could add decades to your life if you take action right now. This isn't clickbait. This is survival information that could save your life. Your bowel movement habits might seem like a mundane, private part of your daily routine that has nothing to do with how fast you age or how long you'll live. In fact, most Americans never even consider that their bathroom habits could be directly connected to wrinkles, gray hair, chronic diseases, cognitive decline, or early death. However, one particular poop habit is actually one of the most significant yet most ignored contributors to premature aging, systemic inflammation, cellular damage, and dramatically shortened life expectancy that you absolutely must understand and fix. You can ignore it, dismiss it as unimportant, continue with your current habits without thinking twice, but keep in mind that chronic constipation, specifically not having regular complete bowel movements, is silently poisoning your body with toxic waste, triggering massive inflammation throughout every organ and system, damaging your DNA at the cellular level, and accelerating your biological aging process far beyond your chronological age. Constipation is usually defined as having fewer than 3 bowel movements per week, but it's much more nuanced and dangerous than that simple definition suggests. It also includes straining excessively during bowel movements, passing hard, lumpy stools, feeling like you can't completely empty your bowels, experiencing bloating and abdominal discomfort, and feeling backed up or sluggish. The condition can vary in severity, frequency, duration, and the devastating impact it has on your entire body's aging process. Not all occasional constipation causes immediate aging, but chronic, persistent constipation, the kind millions of Americans suffer from for years or decades, creates a toxic internal environment that literally accelerates every biological aging process in your body, from cellular senescence to telomere shortening, from chronic inflammation to oxidative stress, and from gut dysbiosis to systemic disease. So, let's dive deep and see exactly how chronic constipation is secretly making you age faster than it should, destroying your health from the inside out, and why most Americans are completely unaware that their bathroom struggles are directly connected to premature aging and early death. Before we proceed any further, please note that everything mentioned in this video is completely unbiased, thoroughly fact-checked, and carefully reviewed by qualified health professionals, gastroenterologists, gerontologists, and licensed medical experts. With that important disclaimer said, let's jump right in and talk about the poop habit that's aging your body faster and what you must do immediately to stop and reverse this accelerated aging process. The deadly poop habit. Chronic constipation. The poop habit that's silently aging your body at an alarming rate is chronic constipation, and it's far more serious, prevalent, and deadly than most people realize. This isn't just about occasional difficulty going to the bathroom or having a bad day. We're talking about persistent, ongoing constipation that millions of Americans suffer from for months, years, or even their entire adult lives without properly addressing it or understanding the catastrophic damage it's causing. Let's be crystal clear about what chronic constipation actually means in medical terms. It's having fewer than 3 complete bowel movements per week consistently over a period of several weeks or months. It's regularly straining excessively, spending 10, 15, 20 minutes or more pushing and struggling to pass stool. It's consistently passing hard, lumpy, painful stools that resemble rocks or pellets, type 1 or type 2 on the Bristol stool chart. It's feeling like you can never completely empty your bowels, always feeling like there's more stool trapped inside. It's experiencing chronic bloating, gas, and abdominal discomfort that never fully goes away. It's needing to use laxatives, enemas, or manual techniques regularly just to have bowel movements. And most importantly, it's accepting all of these symptoms as normal or just how I am, instead of recognizing them as serious warning signs that your body is in trouble. Here's the shocking statistic that most people don't know. Approximately 16 to 20% of Americans suffer from chronic constipation, and the numbers increase dramatically with age, affecting over 30 to 40% of people over age 65. That's tens of millions of Americans walking around chronically constipated, quietly suffering, and rapidly aging because of it. But why is chronic constipation so catastrophically damaging to your body and aging process? The answer lies in understanding what happens when waste and toxins aren't efficiently eliminated from your body on a regular basis. Your colon isn't just a passive storage tube, it's an active, complex organ responsible for absorbing water and nutrients, maintaining gut bacteria balance, producing vitamins and neurotransmitters, regulating your immune system, and most critically, eliminating toxic waste products that your body desperately needs to get rid of. When you're chronically constipated, waste material, including dead cells, bacteria, toxins, metabolic byproducts, excess hormones, and poisonous substances that your body filtered out specifically to eliminate, sit stagnant in your colon for days, sometimes over a week. During this extended time, several devastating things happen that directly accelerate your aging process. First, toxins that should have been eliminated get reabsorbed back into your bloodstream through your colon wall, a process called autointoxication or autotoxicity. These recirculated toxins then travel throughout your entire body, to your brain, heart, liver, kidneys, skin, and every other organ, causing cellular damage, inflammation, and oxidative stress everywhere they go. It's like your body is being slowly poisoned from the inside by its own waste that should have been flushed out days ago. Second, the stagnant waste creates a toxic environment in your colon that dramatically alters your gut microbiome, the ecosystem of bacteria and other microorganisms living in your intestines. Beneficial bacteria that keep you healthy start dying off while harmful. Putrefactive bacteria that thrive in stagnant conditions begin multiplying rapidly. These harmful bacteria produce even more toxins, inflammatory compounds, and destructive substances that further poison your system. Third, chronic constipation causes chronic low-grade inflammation throughout your entire body. Modern science now recognizes that chronic systemic inflammation, often called inflammaging, is the primary driver of aging and virtually every age-related disease, including heart disease, diabetes, cancer, Alzheimer's disease, arthritis, and immune system decline. Your constipated colon becomes a constant source of inflammatory signals that keep your entire body in a permanent state of inflammation, literally accelerating your biological aging at the cellular level. Fourth, the toxins and inflammation from chronic constipation cause massive oxidative stress, an imbalance between damaging free radicals and protective antioxidants in your body. Oxidative stress directly damages your DNA, proteins, and cell membranes, causing cellular aging, dysfunction, and death. It's one of the fundamental mechanisms of aging, and chronic constipation cranks it up to maximum. Fifth, chronic constipation has been scientifically linked to accelerated telomere shortening. Telomeres are protective caps on the ends of your chromosomes that shorten with each cell division, and with aging, shorter telomeres equal older biological age and closer proximity to death. Studies have shown that people with chronic digestive problems, including constipation, have significantly shorter telomeres than people with healthy bowel function, meaning they're literally biologically older than their chronological age. Now let's talk about the specific, visible, measurable ways that chronic constipation ages your body faster than it should. This isn't theoretical. These are real, documented effects that happen to constipated people every single day. How chronic constipation accelerates skin aging. Your skin, the largest and most visible organ of your body, is one of the first and most obvious places where chronic constipation's aging effects show up. If you're chronically constipated, you're likely noticing premature wrinkles, sagging skin, dullness, age spots, acne, rashes, and other skin problems that make you look significantly older than your actual age. Here's the connection that most people and even many doctors don't fully understand. Your skin is a major elimination organ. When your primary elimination pathway, your colon, isn't working properly and waste isn't being expelled efficiently, your body desperately tries to eliminate toxins through alternative routes, including your skin. This creates a massive toxic burden on your skin that causes visible aging. The toxins being reabsorbed from your constipated colon circulate through your bloodstream and eventually reach your skin, where they cause several devastating effects. They trigger massive inflammation in your skin tissue, breaking down collagen and elastin, the proteins that keep your skin firm, smooth, and youthful looking. Without adequate collagen and elastin, your skin sags, wrinkles deepen, and you develop that aged, tired appearance. The toxins also cause oxidative damage to skin cells, leading to age spots, uneven pigmentation, dullness, and accelerated cellular aging. Your skin literally cannot regenerate and repair itself properly when it's constantly under toxic assault from internal waste that should have been eliminated. Chronic constipation also severely compromises your gut microbiome, and scientists have discovered a powerful gut-skin axis, a direct connection between gut bacteria health and skin health. When your gut bacteria are imbalanced due to constipation, your skin microbiome also becomes imbalanced, leading to acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, premature aging, and increased sensitivity. Additionally, constipation causes nutrient malabsorption even if you're eating a healthy diet. Your damaged, inflamed, sluggish digestive system cannot properly absorb the vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants your skin desperately needs to stay youthful, particularly vitamins A, C, E, zinc, selenium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Without these essential nutrients, your skin ages rapidly no matter how many expensive creams you use. Studies have directly linked chronic constipation to significantly increased rates of acne, including adult acne that appears or worsens in people's 30s, 40s, and beyond. The toxic buildup from constipation creates the perfect internal environment for inflammatory acne that's resistant to topical treatments, because the root cause is internal, not external. So while you're spending hundreds or thousands of dollars on anti-aging skincare products, serums, treatments, and procedures, your chronic constipation is sabotaging all those efforts from the inside. You're fighting a losing battle against premature skin aging unless you address the root cause in your gut. Liking our video so far? Before we continue revealing how constipation ages your entire body, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on our life-changing health videos. How chronic constipation accelerates brain aging and cognitive decline. This is perhaps the most frightening aspect of how chronic constipation ages your body. It directly accelerates brain aging, cognitive decline, memory loss, and dramatically increases your risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and other forms of dementia years or decades earlier than you otherwise would. The gut-brain connection is one of the most powerful and scientifically validated relationships in your entire body. Your gut and brain are in constant direct communication through the vagus nerve, through hormones, through neurotransmitters, and through inflammatory signals. An unhealthy, constipated gut sends toxic, inflammatory messages directly to your brain that cause neuroinflammation, inflammation in your brain tissue, which is a primary driver of cognitive aging and neurodegenerative disease. Here's what's happening. The toxins being reabsorbed from your constipated colon don't just stay in your gut, they cross the blood-brain barrier and directly damage your brain cells. Bacterial toxins called lipopolysaccharides, LPS, from harmful gut bacteria trigger massive inflammatory responses in your brain, killing neurons, disrupting neurotransmitter production, and causing the cognitive symptoms that people dismiss as normal aging: brain fog, poor memory, difficulty concentrating, slower processing speed, and confusion. Your gut bacteria produce up to 90% of your body's serotonin and about 50% of your dopamine. neurotransmitters essential for mood, memory, motivation, and cognitive function. When chronic constipation destroys your healthy gut bacteria balance, your production of these critical brain chemicals plummets, causing not just depression and anxiety, but also accelerated cognitive aging and increased dementia risk. Recent groundbreaking research has discovered that people with chronic constipation have a 73% higher risk of developing dementia compared to people with regular healthy bowel movements. That's not a typo. 73% higher risk. The study followed hundreds of thousands of people and found a direct dose-dependent relationship. The more constipated you are, the faster your brain ages and the higher your dementia risk. The mechanism involves chronic inflammation, toxic buildup, altered gut microbiome, reduced neurotransmitter production, and crucially, the spread of pathological proteins from your gut to your brain. Scientists now believe that Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease may actually start in the gut and spread to the brain through the vagus nerve, and chronic constipation dramatically accelerates this process. Additionally, constipation causes poor absorption of B vitamins, particularly B12, B6, and folate, which are absolutely essential for brain health, cognitive function, and preventing age-related brain atrophy. Deficiency in these vitamins directly causes brain shrinkage, memory loss, confusion, and accelerated cognitive aging that's often misdiagnosed as early dementia. So when you notice you're becoming more forgetful, struggling to concentrate, feeling mentally foggy, or experiencing cognitive symptoms you chalk up to just getting older, your chronic constipation might be the hidden culprit, literally poisoning and aging your brain decades faster than it should. How? Chronic constipation accelerates cardiovascular aging. Your heart and blood vessels age dramatically faster when you're chronically constipated, significantly increasing your risk of heart attacks, strokes, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular death at younger ages than should be happening. Chronic constipation creates massive systemic inflammation throughout your body, and chronic inflammation directly damages your blood vessel walls, causes arterial stiffness, promotes atherosclerotic plaque formation, raises blood pressure, and increases blood clotting, all of which dramatically age your cardiovascular system and increase your risk of deadly cardiac events. And large-scale studies have found that people with chronic constipation have significantly higher rates of cardiovascular disease, heart attacks, and cardiovascular death compared to people with regular bowel movements. One study found that constipated people have a 34% higher risk of major cardiovascular events. Another study found that straining during bowel movements, which constipated people do constantly, causes dangerous spikes in blood pressure and cardiac stress that can trigger heart attacks and strokes, especially in older adults. There have been documented cases of people literally dying on the toilet from massive heart attacks or strokes triggered by extreme straining during constipation. This is called defecation syncope, and it's more common than you think. The physical strain, combined with the Valsalva maneuver, holding your breath and pushing, causes massive blood pressure spikes and cardiac stress that can be fatal, especially if you already have underlying heart disease. The toxins reabsorbed from your constipated colon also directly damage your blood vessel walls, promote inflammation in arterial plaques, making them more likely to rupture and cause heart attacks, interfere with healthy cholesterol metabolism, and increase oxidative stress that ages your entire cardiovascular system. Your gut bacteria, when healthy, produce beneficial compounds like short-chain fatty acids, particularly butyrate, that protect your heart and blood vessels. But chronic constipation destroys these beneficial bacteria, eliminating this cardiovascular protection and accelerating heart aging. So if you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, or other cardiovascular risk factors, your chronic constipation is making everything worse and dramatically increasing your risk of dying from heart disease or stroke years or decades earlier than necessary. How chronic constipation accelerates cellular aging and immune system decline. At the most fundamental level, chronic constipation accelerates aging at the cellular level throughout your entire body, damaging your DNA, shortening your telomeres, promoting cellular senescence when cells stop dividing and become dysfunctional zombie cells, and dramatically weakening your immune system. Approximately 70 to 80% of your immune system is located in your gut. When chronic constipation disrupts your gut bacteria, inflames your intestinal lining, and creates a toxic internal environment, your immune system becomes severely compromised and dysregulated. This leads to increased infections, autoimmune disease development, cancer risk, allergies, and the general immune decline associated with aging, called immunosenescence. The chronic inflammation from constipation keeps your immune system in a constant state of activation, eventually exhausting it and making it less effective at fighting real threats like viruses, bacteria, and cancer cells. It's like having your car alarm going off 24/7. Eventually, everyone ignores it, including your immune system, which stops responding appropriately to genuine dangers. The toxins and oxidative stress from constipation directly damage your cellular DNA, causing mutations, impaired cellular function, and increased cancer risk. Studies have shown strong associations between chronic constipation and increased risk of colorectal cancer, breast cancer, and other malignancies. One study found that women with chronic constipation had 4.5 times higher rates of abnormal cells in breast tissue, a precancerous condition. Chronic constipation also accelerates telomere shortening, as we mentioned earlier. Telomeres are protective DNA sequences at the ends of your chromosomes that naturally shorten with each cell division and with aging. When telomeres become too short, cells stop dividing and become senescent or die. Research has shown that people with chronic digestive inflammation have significantly shorter telomeres, meaning they're biologically older at the cellular level than their chronological age suggests. Your constipated gut also cannot produce or absorb adequate amounts of antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other protective compounds. Your cells need to fight aging and maintain healthy function. This creates a systemic nutritional deficiency that accelerates aging in every cell, tissue, and organ of your body. How chronic constipation accelerates metabolic aging and weight gain. Chronic constipation severely disrupts your metabolism, hormone balance, and weight regulation, causing weight gain, especially dangerous visceral belly fat, insulin resistance, increased diabetes risk, metabolic syndrome, and metabolic aging that makes you look and feel decades older than your actual age. Your gut bacteria play crucial roles in regulating your metabolism, extracting energy from food, producing hormones, and controlling your weight. When constipation disrupts these bacteria, your metabolism becomes dysfunctional. Harmful bacteria that thrive in constipated conditions actually extract more calories from your food and promote fat storage, particularly dangerous belly fat that surrounds your organs and accelerates aging. Studies have shown direct correlations between constipation and obesity, constipation and metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess belly fat, and abnormal cholesterol that dramatically increases heart disease and diabetes risk, and constipation and type 2 diabetes development. The chronic inflammation from constipation causes insulin resistance, where your cells stop responding properly to insulin, forcing your pancreas to produce more and more insulin to control blood sugar. This eventually leads to type 2 diabetes, which itself is a major accelerator of aging in every organ system. Diabetes causes cardiovascular disease, kidney failure, blindness, nerve damage, cognitive decline, and dramatically shortened life expectancy. Constipation also disrupts your hunger hormones leptin and ghrelin, causing increased appetite, cravings, especially for sugar and processed foods that further worsen constipation, inability to feel satisfied after eating, and weight gain that's extremely difficult to lose through diet and exercise alone, because the root metabolic problem isn't being addressed. Additionally, the toxic burden and inflammation from constipation interfere with your thyroid function, potentially causing or worsening hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid, which dramatically slows your metabolism, causes weight gain, fatigue, depression, dry skin, hair loss, and accelerated aging. So if you're struggling with unexplained weight gain, can't lose weight despite diet and exercise, have metabolic problems or prediabetes, diabetes, your chronic constipation might be the hidden root cause sabotaging your metabolism and accelerating your metabolic aging. How to stop and reverse. This aging process. The good news, and there is very good news here, is that once you address and resolve chronic constipation, you can actually stop, slow, and in many cases reverse much of the accelerated aging damage it's been causing. Your body has remarkable healing and regenerative capabilities when you remove the constant toxic burden and inflammatory assault. Here's exactly what you need to do immediately to fix chronic constipation and stop accelerating your aging. Dramatically increase your fiber intake. Most Americans eat only 10 to 15 grams of fiber daily, but you need 25 to 35 grams minimum, ideally 40 plus grams for optimal bowel function. Eat massive amounts of vegetables, especially leafy greens, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, carrots, beets, fruits, especially berries, apples, pears, prunes, legumes, beans, lentils, chickpeas, whole grains, oats, brown rice, quinoa, nuts, seeds, especially flax seeds, chia seeds, and other fiber-rich whole foods. Fiber is the most important factor for regular bowel movements. Drink substantially more water. Aim for at least 8 to 10 glasses, 64 to 80 ounces, daily, more if you're large, active, or in hot climates. Dehydration is one of the primary causes of constipation. Water softens stool and helps it move through your digestive system. Exercise regularly and move your body daily. Physical activity stimulates intestinal contractions and promotes healthy gut motility. Even just walking 20 to 30 minutes daily makes a significant difference. Yoga, stretching, and core exercises are particularly beneficial for digestive health. Take a high-quality probiotic and eat probiotic-rich foods. Rebuild your gut bacteria with multi-strain probiotics containing at least 10 to 20 billion CFUs. Eat fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, miso, tempeh, and kombucha daily to introduce and maintain beneficial bacteria. Consider magnesium supplementation. Magnesium citrate or magnesium oxide in doses of 400 to 600 milligrams daily can significantly improve bowel regularity by drawing water into your intestines and relaxing intestinal muscles. Most Americans are magnesium deficient anyway. Establish a consistent bathroom routine. Try to have bowel movements at the same time daily, ideally in the morning after breakfast when your digestive system is most active. Don't ignore or suppress the urge to go. Respond immediately when your body signals. Fix your toilet posture. Use a footstool to elevate your feet while sitting on the toilet, creating a squatting position that naturally opens your anorectal angle and makes evacuation much easier and more complete without straining. Eliminate gut-damaging foods. Drastically reduce or eliminate processed foods, excess sugar, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, and inflammatory foods that destroy gut bacteria and worsen constipation. Manage stress. Chronic stress literally shuts down your digestive system. Practice stress reduction techniques like meditation, deep breathing, yoga, adequate sleep, and regular relaxation. Consider digestive enzyme supplements if you have difficulty digesting certain foods. Get tested if nothing improves. See a gastroenterologist for evaluation of potential underlying conditions like hypothyroidism, IBS, Crohn's disease, pelvic floor dysfunction, or other medical issues requiring specific treatment. The key is consistency and commitment. These aren't temporary fixes, they're permanent lifestyle changes that will not only resolve your constipation, but dramatically improve your overall health, slow your aging process, and potentially add years or even decades to your healthy lifespan. All in all, chronic constipation is far more than just an uncomfortable, embarrassing bathroom problem. It's a serious medical condition that's silently accelerating your aging process at every level, from your skin and brain to your heart and cells, dramatically increasing your risk of virtually every age-related disease and potentially shortening your life expectancy by years or decades. The 5 major ways chronic constipation ages your body faster: accelerating skin aging, brain aging and dementia risk, cardiovascular aging and heart disease risk, cellular aging and immune decline, and metabolic aging and weight gain, represent comprehensive body-wide damage that affects literally every organ and system in your body. But you're not helpless. You can take control starting today. By addressing the root causes of constipation through diet, hydration, exercise, stress management, and lifestyle changes, you can stop this accelerated aging in its tracks and actually begin reversing much of the damage that's already occurred. You can take your health seriously and get evaluated by a gastroenterologist if needed to rule out underlying conditions requiring specific medical treatment. So it won't do you any harm and could save your life and add decades of healthy years. To check your bowel health and take constipation seriously rather than accepting it as normal or no big deal. Moreover, you should keep track of your bowel movement frequency, consistency, ease of passage, and how you feel overall. All these things are valuable data about your digestive health and can have profound effects on your aging process, disease risk, and life expectancy. Stop accepting chronic constipation as normal, folks. It's literally aging you faster and shortening your life. Take action today. Your future self, healthier, younger looking, more energetic, and living longer, will thank you for making these changes now. Was this video eye-opening and life-changing? Hit the like button right now and subscribe to our channel for more critical health information that could add years to your life. Thanks for watching. Your wellness and longevity are our mission.